Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Gulfstream Park West here on Saturday. It is November the 26th, 2016. You can look at the stakes races on today's program. Races 3, 5, and 7. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Get 5 for more selections from racetracks around the world. So let's get on to it. Races 3, 5, and 7 are the races I'll be looking at. Starting off race number 3, which is the Gin Rummy Champ Stakes per $75,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 8 horses dashing the 5 furlong distance on the turf course at Gulfstream Park West, called a race course. 5 furlongs. And my top pick in this one will go to the one horse, number 1, Summation Time. Gonna go 1-3-5-4, 1-3-5-4. Number 1, Summation Time, 9-5. Joe Bravo for Christophe Clement. Last time out, ran at Belmont, 7 furlongs on October the 14th in an optional 80 claimer. First start off the layoff. This horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths that day. Was stalking the pace that day, and just really couldn't keep up with him. He needed a little, he needed the race. Second off the layoff, I think this horse should do well. Start before this horse ran at Belmont on July the 4th. Belmont 6 furlongs off to Lady Claimer. Horse finished fifth by 3 1/4 lengths. This, he had a bad start. He hit the gate coming out, was wide, and really couldn't get into it. And then at Belmont 6 furlongs in the Grade 3 Jaipur Invitational. Horse finished 6 by 2.5 lengths. It was an all-out finish, and really, horse was just wide and really couldn't keep up with them. They finished the race, I believe, in world record time for the 6 furlongs on turf in 106 and 3/5 of a second. So they ran very fast. But I think cutting back to the 5 furlong distance today, this horse should do well. Last time this horse ran it was in the turf sprint at Churchill on Derby weekend. This horse finished fourth by 3.5 lengths that day behind Rocket Heat. It was a little bit wide that day, and really, what the turf course that day was playing to more speed. Really couldn't close up that good. Um, you know, but his better races have been at 5 furlongs. He finished second in the Sunshine's Million Turf Sprint last winter at Gulfstream Park, and actually won a 5 furlong turf sprint at Gulfstream in April the 1st, 2015. 5 furlongs. He won it by a length. Stuck in the lead, got the lead, and then took off. That was his last victory. He hasn't won since then, but I think he's in a good spot here today. Second off the layoff. So to recap my bets for race number 3 from Gulfstream Park West, it's the Gin Rummy Champ Stakes. Gonna go with the one horse Summation Time. Gonna go 1-3-5-4, 1-3-5-4 to race number 5 now from Gulfstream Park West, which is the My Charmer Handicap Grade 3 purse, $100,000 for Phillies, Mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses traveling a mile and a 16th on the turf course. Mile and 1/16. Voila. And my top pick in this one, we'll go to the 7 horse. Number 7, Seacoast. Going to go 7-1-6-8. 7-1-6-8. Number 7, Seacoast, 8-1. Tyler Gaffleone for Christophe Clement. Last time out, ran at Belmont Park, October the 23rd on the soft turf course, mile 16th in the Athenia Stakes. Horse finished 7 by 13 lengths. Really wasn't into it that day. It was the horse's first start in about 6 weeks or so. And, just tired that day. I think second off the layoff should do this horse wonders. Started before September the 3rd at Suffolk Downs, mile 16th in a 75,000 stakes race. Horse won by 2 lengths. He was definitely the best horse in the field, and he proved it by having a very nice driving finish. And then at Monmouth in the matchmaker on Haskell Day, this horse finished 6 by 5 1/4 lengths. His 2 worst races were on very wet grounds, and he just didn't like the ground. I don't think it was wide, and he never got into it. If he gets firm ground today, I think he should do well. Has never run over the coast here at Gulfstream Park West or Calder, but he has run across town at Gulfstream Park. It's a completely different turf course though, that was on a good turf course January 30th, a mile and off 6-2 claimer, and it proved the fact that he doesn't like wet turf course. He finished fifth by 3 1/4 lengths as a favorite, wasn't into it at all. But after that he won an optional claimer at Monmouth on a very firm turf course. So I think this horse should do well here today. He's stepping up in a tiny bit of class, but I'm going to go with this one here today. So to recap my bets for race number 5 from Gulfstream Park West, it's the My Charmer Handicap. Going to go with the 7 horse here, Seacoast. Going to go 7-1-6-8, 7-1-6-8. To race number 7 now from Gulfstream Park West, which is the Tropical Park. Excuse me, it's the Tropical Turf Handicap. Grade 3 purse $100,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses traveling distance of grounds of a mile and 1/16th. Mile 16th. And I'm going to go to the railless race as a top pick. I'm going to go to the one horse, number 1, who is War Correspondent. Gonna go 1352, 1352. Number 1 War Correspondent. Luca Panici at 6 to 1 for Christophe Clement. Holy crap, I have Christophe Clement in the all 3 races. Didn't even notice that. But he better have a good day. Uh, but this War Correspondent hasn't started since February 13th. That was at Tampa Bay Downs, mile 16th in a grade 3 Tampa Bay Stakes. Horse finished 8th by 6.5 lengths that day as the favorite. Just had nothing. He was on the inside all throughout, breaking from the rail, and just had nothing. It was disappointing loss for a favorite. So he's been on the sidelines since then. Hopefully he should do well here today. Start before came January 9th at Gulfstream Park, mile 16th into Fort Lauderdale. Horse finished 7th by 3 lengths that day. Was up with the leaders early on, but just gave away. It was a little bit wide also. The winner, Heart to Heart and Luke's Alley, both won next start out, so keep that in mind. And then start before came in March 20th, 2015, a mile in the Appleton, grade 3 Appleton. Horse won by neck off the, he just had a very nice victory closing up that day. That was his last start until that Fort Lauderdale stake, so he had a very long layoff. This horse has only run 3 times in the last almost 18 months, so hopefully this horse could be fresh enough to run here today, because he does have some nice little pedigree on him. I really like the War Front, and he had some decent races. Just the last one was crap. But I'm going to take my chances with this one here today. So to recap my bets for race number 7 from Gulfstream Park West, it's a tropical turf handicap. What do I keep saying tropical park? It's a tropical turf handicap. Gonna go with the one horse War Correspondent. Gonna go 1352, 1352. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Good 5. Good luck, everybody.